Hi, my name is Pixel, and I wanted to show you the rules for our board game 1 week till Christmas. In this game, you are trying to lead your team of elves to help them create more gifts than other teams. First, every player chooses the team he wants to play. We used to call them toy makers, musicians, bookworms, or gamers. Take your deck of elves and shuffle it. Take your 2 figures and place one on the scoring rail and the second near current point scale. Shuffle item deck and put it near the game board. Put day token on calendar on 18th day. Based on number of players, put broken table tokens on tables with 2 spaces. In 2-player game, cover 2 tables. In 3-player game, cover 1 table. And in 4-player game, don't cover any of the tables. Choose starting player and give him starting player figure. Everyone draw 2 cards from their elf decks and 1 card from item deck. At the end of every round, including the first one, you will need to draw 1 more elf from your deck and 1 more item from the item deck. Every turn, you can play any amount of items, but only 1 elf. On your turn, put 1 elf on empty space at the table or attack space taken by another elf. On 1 table space can be only 1 elf. If the table is empty, just put your elf there with his back up so other players can see elf strength. If you're attacking, choose space you want to take. Turn every card on that place face up and compare the strengths of your elves. In case of tie, if you're attacking an elf turned back, you have the moment of surprise and you will win and take the space. Therefore, in case of tie, there is no reason to attack an elf faced up because an elf turned this way is prepared for the attack and he will win. Now we take a look at the item deck. There are these 4 types: weapons, thieves, wreckers, and snow. Weapons are cards with strength 1, 2, or 3. They are used to raise the strength of your elf. You have to add this card to your elf in the moment you are putting him on the table. Elf that is already on the table can get any new weapons, and every elf can hold just 1. Thief takes any weapon from the table and put it in your hand. Wrecker, put 1 elf from the table and all items attached to him and add it to the discard pile. Magic Snow, put on any of your elves on the table. This elf will create 1 additional gift every turn. Every elf can get only 1 snow card, and it's the only card that is always put on the table face up. After every player played his turn, the elf starts to create the gifts. Gifts are counted as the victory points in our game, and who will create most of them will win the game after 7 days or 7 rounds. If you have just 1 elf from your team at the table, the elf will create just 1 gift. If you have 2 elves from your team at 1 table, they will create 3 gifts. And if you have all 3 elves at the biggest free space table, they will create 5 gifts. Exception is the elf on the 1 space table. This elf will always create 2 gifts. Keep the track of the number of gifts you have created by moving your figure on the scoring rail. If you want to keep the track of how many gifts will players create at the end of the round, you can use current point scale on upper right corner. Simply, every time you put or discard an elf from the board, move your figure on the scale to adequate number so everyone can see how many gifts you will create by the end of the round. Thanks to this scale, you don't have to count your elves at the end of every turn, but using this scale is optional. After the creation of gifts, just move the starting player token to the player on your left. The game will end after the creation of gifts at 7th day. Player that created most of the gifts is the winner. So, the quick overview of the round is: first, draw cards. Second, use items. 3, choose an elf and put it on empty space or attack another elf. 5, move your figure on the current point scale. So, as you can see, the game is quite simple, and I hope you will like it too. See you.